between you and Mr. President. You need to think about the masses of the state. You need to think about the masses of the state. Must you win the party for Mr. President at all costs? If you are joining the governor to come and join it, and the governor say no.
All right, the call is a bit rowdy, but we get your message there. We can't hear you properly, but thank you very much. We get your message there. Okay, let's go to WhatsApp line. It says, good morning, crew. Olamileko from Lagos. In absence of rule of law, impunity will be the order of the day. You can see that this government has turned this country to a gangster paradise by compromising all institutions for 2027 gains. Well, it also says that the frivolous judgment, especially the cash and carry judiciary, you can see the frivolous judgment of Rivers, Osun, Kano, and Lagos. This is impunity, and chaos is looming. Let's go to the phone lines. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Shola. I'm calling from Ota.
All right, Shola from Ota. Please go ahead. Make your comment. 1 minute, please.
Okay, please. This thing is annoying. This is a Rivers State matter. Wike should be sacked also, because no matter any administrator in Rivers State, Wike must know about it. He must know about it. It's not done now. Wike has done his own. He's supposed to let this man finish his tenure. Another time is coming. 2 years to this time. We soon do another election. It's not done.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. We have a barrister, Deji Olaleye, in the studio right here. Barrister, I mean, a lot of welcome. We understand this traffic situation in Lagos. It is well.
Thank you very much.
I mean, let's go straight. Nigerians have been asking, have been thinking, can the president suspend a democratically elected governor? Please bring us up to date with the law, what the law says about that, and also about state of emergency.
Yes, what has happened is a complete perfidy of the Constitution. The president has no unilateral power under our Constitution to declare a state of emergency. And everybody has been expecting this to happen. The provision of the Constitution makes it very clear that it is only through the National Assembly that you can declare a state of emergency. All right? There has to be an approval of the National Assembly before such a step can be taken. And there has to be very grievous state of insecurity before you can declare a state of emergency. Now, we have had so much insecurity all over Nigeria, in Sokoto State, in Borno State, in Kano State, in even Kaduna State. We have had several situations that ought to have warranted emergency, a state of emergency being declared. But this government recluses itself from looking at even the issue. Bandits are ravaging. There are so many communities where people are paying tax to bandits in this country, this same country. And no state of emergency has been declared in those states. It's so unfortunate that we're having a state of emergency is being declared in Rivers. There's no reasonable, legal, justifiable reason for that state of emergency. It's a complete overthrow of the civilian government of that state. The people of that state have been betrayed by the federal government, by that unilateral imposition of a state of emergency. We have Borno has been burning for years. No state of emergency has been declared there. We have other states that have been having serious problems. In the southeast, there have been serious insecurity in that place. Killings almost every day. No state of emergency has been declared. Why do you declare a state of emergency in a state where there is a constituted government, where there is a governor of that state? For what reason is the federal government declaring that state of emergency? And I think it's a treasonable issue that we are looking at here, for a government to be waging war against the people of Rivers State.
But state of emergency was declared. I mean, in Plateau State in 2004. It was declared in Ekiti State in 2006. Yes. It was declared in Borno, in Yobe, and in Adamawa State in 2013.
Yes.
So, I mean, why is this different?
No, we are talking about due process. There has to be a reason, a justifiable reason for that state of emergency. There has to be. We know that Wike had been trying to seize the governance of that state. And this is the height of that attempt by Wike and his handlers to overthrow the government of that state, the democratically elected government of that state. So I think we are beginning to get into a state of despotism and tyranny, and it's unfortunate that a civilian government will be doing all of this at this time when we are thinking of how to move our democracy forward, when there are so many national questions that ought to be addressed, and some of the issues that are plaguing the lives of Nigerians are not touched.
Is there any implication to this on our democracy?
Of course, there is no democracy anymore. There is no democracy. If you are asking the military, a military man, to be in charge of a state in a democratic, former military man because he's retired, to be in charge of a state in a democratic setting, I think it is unfortunate.
It's unfortunate. Let me come to Mr. Sonidada. Mr. Sonidada, are you there?
Yeah.
I mean, you heard the statement of a barrister right here in the studio who said that this incident is unfortunate. Do you question the democratic system right there in the state?
I mean, it's known, and it's the narrative on the street out there that this whole thing is about power grab, and we very much agree that it's about power grab. And remember, in fact, I've been avoiding. I didn't want to talk about the outcome of the 2023 election in the state, but I also think that this whole thing is a desperate move to correct what happened in 2023. Because in 2023, he talked about. The last speaker talked about how APC won Rivers State and all of that. No, that's not correct. APC did not win Rivers State. The person that won Rivers State was Peter Obi. I was an observer in that election. I went around all the units, almost all the units, because I was moving around. We saw the results. It was the Labour Party that won the election in Rivers State. Until, at the end of the day, it was overturned, and we saw what happened, how they flogged people on the streets and did all the things they did and all of that. So clearly, the president knew that he is not popular in Rivers State. Clearly, the APC knew that they are not popular in Rivers State. And so they needed to do something to correct it, to address the situation, in 2027. And again, with the high-handedness of Wike and all of that, which has further alienated the president, which has further alienated the APC in the state, because what Wike did, Wike successfully brought together all opposition people in Rivers State by his actions. Because people were angry, people were fed up. So people who didn't even have sympathy for Sim before now came together to support Sim against Wike. And so this is what has happened. Now, with his last ethnics law, he has also successfully united the Jaws across, even beyond the Niger Delta, who have now, who are now running the streets with anti-Tinubu sentiments.
We just got a report now, quickly, that a lot of the people, a lot of citizens of Rivers State are beginning to look for spiritual solutions. I don't know if you can give us that. Maybe spiritual solutions will be the best, or legal or political solutions.
It's funny when you say spiritual solution. It's a highly religious state. Have we not been praying? We have been praying. We have some of the biggest geos in this country. What has come out from the intervention? So it's not about spiritual solution. I think Tinubu did what he did because he believes that the people are indolent. The people cannot, rise up against him. The people cannot protest, unlike we have seen in other clans like in Kanu. And that is why Tinubu is very, very careful with whatever he's doing with Kanu. He's very, very careful. So he feels that in Rivers State, because, for instance, this can't happen in Bayelsa. This can't happen in Delta, for instance.
Why?
So he feels that, because if this had happened in Bayelsa by now, I don't think we'll be sitting here, to have this coffee discussion.
This
obviously, yes.
Room discussion we're having now.
Obviously, yes.
So he feels that Rivers people are indolent, they don't care, they can't protest and all of that. And even Wike himself has often said it, that he will do whatever he wants to do and nothing will happen.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, he has made that statement several times.
That heavens will not fall.
The heavens will not fall. He has made that statement several times. And this is what and eventually we are seeing it, So
there's talk right now that the president is being one-sided
in this matter. The president is culpable. All of them are culpable. But my worry is that by 2027, the election is going to be very, very violent because we're already seeing the indicators.
Quickly, in 1 minute.
Because I'm seeing desperation, serious desperation.
Sonny Dada,
and because they are desperate, they are going to do things that could lead to serious violence.
Mr. Sonny Dada, we really don't have time here, but in 10 seconds, they said that the president is being one-sided in this matter. Do you agree?
But are the indicators not the head indicator? Okay, listen. Did you listen to the entirety of the speech?
Yes, I listened.
There was no mention of Minister Wike in that speech.
Okay, that's. Let me come to Barrister. Barrister, do you agree that the president was being one-sided?
He has always been one-sided on the Rivers case. You saw the kangaroo meeting, settlement meeting that they had, and all the outcome, all the issues they listed that Fubara apply with your own conditions to withdraw all the cases he has in court against the other party, and you are not asking the other.
Well, and all of you who have sent a message, Ojo from Alaba, thank you very much. We got your message there. Thank you very much, Lagos, for being part of the show this morning. Yes, this is where we call it a wrap.